Number 61. Toothpaste containing sodium hydrogen carbonate, which is sodium bicarbonate, and hydrogen peroxide are widely used. Write Lewis structures for the hydrogen carbonate ion and hydrogen peroxide molecule with resonance forms where appropriate. All right, so first off, we got to figure out what hydrogen carbonate ion is. Now, this is a complete polyatomic ion. So we need to memorize our polyatomic ions, especially if your teacher or professor won't give them to you on your test or quiz. So carbonate is CO3 2-, right? But they're now telling me that it's hydrogen, and hydrogen is usually a +1. So hydrogen carbonate would technically be just one hydrogen in the front, and this -2 drops down to a -1, or just a minus in general. So that's what your hydrogen carbonate ion is. So we have to write the Lewis structure for this atom. So let's first focus on that. So I'm just going to say HCO3 minus. Okay. So now we should know how to do Lewis structures by now. There's tons of problems in this chapter that we've already covered. I think it's around 40 to 45. So if you're on the playlist, just go, a few questions back if you don't think that you're strong enough in your Lewis structures. So with this one, we're going to have oxygen in the middle, surrounded by the we're going to have carbon in the middle, surrounded by the 3 oxygens. And then this is a start to a form of an acid, and acids, the H, will always be bound to the more electronegative element. Oxygen is more electronegative than carbon, so that's why the hydrogen goes off the oxygen and not off of the carbon. So now we just write the Lewis structure. So there should be a single bond all around, right? And actually for this one, there's going to be one that has a single bond, and I'm going to put that in the lone pairs right here. So you guys should come up with a structure like this. We'll draw the double bond for this one, and then this one will have 2 lone electrons, and this has 2 lone electrons. Okay, so there you go. Now, we have to draw the resonance. Now, I see that I have a oxygen here that's bound to the carbon, but there's an oxygen here that's bound to a carbon, and there's an oxygen here that's bound to a carbon. So what makes to say that I drew the double bond here, but I didn't draw the double bond here, right? I could have easily put the double bond at this position and left this as a single bond, right? And that's what resonance is all about. Resonance is just basically distributing your electrons differently, but you can't have different number of electrons. You also can't move the backbone of the compound, but you just have to make sure that the octet rule is still in place, which is those 8 electrons. So here, just like we said, I could have easily taken this bond, the double bond, and made it up top here. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, when you draw resonance, you need to bracket, and you need to put the charge, if there is, in the upper right-hand corner. And now you're ready to draw your next structure. So the backbone doesn't change. So it's going to be OCOH with the O on the top. And now I'm going to put the double bond here. But that means the single bond will be here. All you're doing is you're just switching these 2 bonds. You're not going to touch this, and you're not going to touch this. So those electrons will stay. And now this has the 3 lone pairs, because it's mimicking what this carbon had with the single bond. And this oxygen will have the 2 lone pairs, because you're mimicking what this one had, because that was the one that had the double bond. And now you're done. Box that answer off. That's the -1 charge. And now let's see. You have a oxygen here and a single bond. So it's technically 3 oxygens. So could you have put the double bond here? Yeah. So all you have to do is either move this one over here, or you could move this one over here. You just got to play fair. So I'm just going to put it at the bottom here. I'm going to draw the line down, which you can totally do. And now I'm going to write out O, C, O, H. The backbone never changes. But now if I do that, these two will have single bonds, and this one now has the double bond. Single bond here. So now you just kind of fiddle with it. Now this only needs one lone pair because this oxygen will have 2, 4, 6, 8 electrons. That's the octet. So one of them go bye-bye. But that's okay because the other oxygen will pick it up. So in this case, this still needs 3 lone pairs. And you could always just double check because it should still be in accordance with the octet rule. And there you go. This is -1. And if you've done it correctly, you should have the same valence electrons for all, in this case, all 3 of your resonance structures. You could always double check on that. And you can always just double check to see if it matches how many valence electrons total should be in this compound. So for HCO3, there was 1 valence electron for hydrogen, there's 4 valence electrons for carbon, and there's 3 total oxygens. Each oxygen should have 6 valence electrons, so that's 18. And then this minus sign means that you gain 1. So this would technically be, what is this, 24, I believe? 18, 19, 20, yep, 24. So if you just want to double check, I'll do the last one. You should have 24 valence electrons. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. So you could always do that type of check as well. So that's the end for hydrogen carbonate. It has 3 resonance structures. Now let's work on hydrogen peroxide. So what is hydrogen peroxide? Well, peroxide is also a polyatomic molecule. Peroxide is O2 with the 2- charge. And you're coming together with hydrogen, which is a +1. So I'll draw it over here. Hydrogen +1, O2 -2. This +1 comes down here. Remember, we do the crisscross rule, right? To show you that there's 1 O2. This 2- crisscrosses down here to tell me that I need 2 hydrogens. And when you do that, the charges kind of vanish. It's like a trick. So this would be H2O2. Technically, there's 1 of these, but you don't have to write 1 if you have only 1 polyatomic. So now that is hydrogen peroxide, H2O2. Now we just have to draw the Lewis structure. Remember, hydrogen can't be in the middle, so it seems that there's going to be 2 oxygens being in the central, and then there's 2 hydrogens on either side. You just try to make it as symmetrical as possible. And now with the valence electrons, right, you should have a single bond for each, and then 2 pairs for the oxygens. I'm assuming that you guys know how to draw your Lewis structures, so you could always pause the video and try to figure it out yourself, but this would be it. And if you did the total check, right, there's 2 oxygens, each oxygen has 6 valence electrons, so that's 12, plus 2 from the hydrogen, so you should have a total of 14 electrons. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So there you go. Now the question is, does this structure have any resonance forms? Well, let's try to manipulate it and see what happens, right? With resonance, all we're doing is we're just distributing the electrons differently. So maybe I can take this electron and throw it into here. And that will kind of act like a double bond, right? If I take this away and I add a line, let's see. Well, this oxygen's all good, 2, 4, 6, 8. But this oxygen, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's not good. So that means that we can't do that. But, I mean, at least we tried, right? So I'm just going to go back to that. And if we did the same thing, you would get the same exact answer, but on the other side. So that's all you can do, really, right? And both of them don't work. So hydrogen peroxide has no resonance structures. We tried, but it violated the octet rule, and we need to have that octet rule in place. If we violate it, that means it's not going to bond that way. All right? So this one was a good question to kind of get your feet wet as to how to draw resonance structures and identify which have resonance and which ones don't have resonance. So 61 is done. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Hopefully this helped. Let me know in the comments what you thought. Subscribe to the channel. We just hit 100. That's kind of crazy. Maybe we could hit 200 if you guys will let us. Thank you so much, and I will see you all in the next question. Bye-bye.